To those in unhappy relationships, my heart goes out to you. Really, it does. I've been in those type of circumstances before, and I know how uncomfortable it is and how confusing it can be, especially if you're married, and how scary it can seem to move past that into the unknown when, although you're not completely happy, you're a little bit complacent and comfortable. I totally get it. There are times when I receive questions about whether or not someone's mate is faithful, and the reason they are asking that is because they want to know that the person was not faithful so that they can have a reason to finally end their relationship. I would ask you to consider why you are looking for an external reason to end the relationship. Usually it's because the soul is already giving you the answer about the relationship, and you don't want to necessarily follow that inner guidance, or you're not ready to follow the inner guidance, so you're looking for a reason. I would just ask you to close your eyes, because when you close your eyes, you bypass your mind and you can drop down into your heart. Sit with yourself and ask yourself, do you really want to be in the relationship, or has the relationship run its course? And the first answer that comes is your answer. That's the first answer that pops up in your mind before you can talk yourself out of it or sit and give yourself all of the reasons. And we all do it, okay? That's part of being in the ego. Everybody has done it at some point in their life. You talk yourself out of your own truth. And I'm giving you a way to access that truth for yourself. So this is what I've used. And so I'm just giving you the tools, because I do get this question a lot. So you can schedule a reading with me. I'll do a reading with you. That's fine. I'm glad to. That's what I'm here for. But I'm also just telling you from a place of trying to empower you and support you, and wrap my energetic arms around you to tell you that you really do have the answers within yourself. You do. We all do. And if you're struggling with that specific thing, I would just ask you to do that. And I will tell you that there never really is a perfect time. Usually relationships, when we don't listen, they get so bad that we're almost left with no choice, to where, it's just so obvious, and we've been beat over the head with circumstances and events, and we're just broken, bruised, torn. And, sometimes it takes that, and that's perfectly fine. Don't get upset with yourself or judge yourself over that, because that does no good. But usually, if you listen and you go ahead and you say, okay, yeah, my soul is saying that it's time to move on, but I don't have the money, or I'm afraid, or we just, whatever, all those reasons that we give ourselves. And I'm not saying they're excuses. They may be valid reasons. But what I have found for myself and for others is that if you make the decision, firmly make the decision, stop talking yourself out of it, but make the decision, even if you don't voice the decision, but it's an internal decision that you've made. Yes, I'm going to leave, or no, I'm going to stay, whatever it is that you choose. The universe will conspire to make things happen. It's waiting on you. The Bible says, and I'm not being preachy up here, but, faith without works is dead. So you have to actually have faith and trust that things will work out for you. They always do. And if you look back on your life, you'll see they've always worked out, and they will work out. So make the decision and then take a step. Whether the step is just to have made the decision, and things will begin to fall in place. I'm not saying it's going to be pretty, and I'm not going to say that you're going to get out without a scratch, but life does begin again. And anybody that knows my personal story, I've experienced this, and my life has been no walk in the park. It's been extremely challenging, and I've had some very difficult circumstances and breakups that have been what seemed at the time just devastating, but what ended up being such an awesome door to a new beginning, to where I'm at the happiest peak time in my life, and it just keeps getting better. And we all deserve to experience that. And so that is my advice to you. And all my love and support goes out to you, really. I really have a heart for this area, and I have personal experience with it. So please do the little exercises that I just discussed. See it. Just see if it works for you, if it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, let it go. But I'm offering you what I have. And I have a feeling that it'll work for you.